Good afternoon, everybody. How y'all doing? Pretty good here, and welcome to the channel. Hey, behind you, right back there, you see what my Tacoma looked like. Doesn't look like that now, but what it looked like after I had done all the mods. So I thought it would be kind of cool to get on here and just run through the basic mods that you need to do and what they cost to get to that point back there, right over there. So we're going to start off right there. You see that is my fully modded out truck with a little bit of filtering on the image, and I'm going to show you what it was like before I started. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. You guys can see that's what the truck looked like. I'll back out of the picture here a little bit. That's what the truck looked like when I brought it home. Even still has the dealer tag on it right down there. So what's the first thing that I did? Well, the first thing that I did, and first I'm going to show you what it looks like non-filtered there. There you go. That's a lightly filtered pic, I guess I'll say. But the first thing that I did when I got home was, or shortly after I got the truck, I should say, was to go ahead and tint the windows. What you can see right there is the stock version, non-tinted windows. So after I took it in and had it tinted, you guys can see, I'll back out of the way. This is a tinted window. Really, it's just the front. And they're tinted, or the front is tinted at about 28%. Trying to get it close to the rear window right there. Not perfect, but it's also lighting. The cost on that, about 150 bucks. After that, we did the lift. So what you can see right there is the truck non-lifted. And I'm going to show you just the distance. If you pay attention to the back here, specifically this wheel gap right in here, that's what I'm going to show you next. We did a 3-2 ready lift on this. And what we ended up with was right there. Now, that's the close-up version, if you will, of the lift. Get my direction straight. Everything's reversed on here, of the lift right here. Now, what the truck looked like beyond that, we'll see back here towards the end. Cost on that was about $650, including the lift installed. Next up, wheels and tires. Right here we have the stock wheels and tires. You guys can see right there. The chrome, not a big fan of that. So we had to rip those off after we did the lift, of course. And what I put on were these Fuel ANSA wheels, and then the tires that you can see right there are Nitto Ridge Grapplers. Take another look at those. There's a shot of them, I guess, after the lift and everything on the truck. And you can see there is a decent offset. I get probably about an inch. I'd say about an inch, maybe a little bit more as far as the offset goes on those wheels on the truck. So next up, we had to change the grille. It came with this grille on it right here. You guys can see that's the stock chrome surround grille. And actually, I'm not a hater of the inner portion here, but the chrome part there, that didn't do it for me. So I replaced that. Oh, by the way, let me back up. I forgot to tell you. The price on the wheels and tires, about 2,200 bucks. Now, back to the grill. We're going to, of course, replace that grill with the TRD Pro or the Heritage grill. That's what you can see on the truck right there. Cost on that, about 160 bucks or so. Didn't cost a fortune. And it is the knockoff grill. It's not the Toyota TRD Pro grill, which will run you probably about $450, something like that. And I think it looks awesome on the truck. I'll back out of the way a little bit. You guys can see there. Just changes the front end of the truck, gets rid of that chrome surround. Next up, I added some Raptor style lights in here. And you guys can see there again is the grill without the Raptor style lights in. By the way, the cost of that grill, again, about 160 bucks. So with the Raptor style lights, you can see right there, they're just three LED lights. I went with amber. You can also go with clear. I thought the amber would look better in the front, but I could go either way. Cost on that, if I recall, I'm a little fuzzy on that, was about, I think 160 bucks. I'm sorry, about 100 bucks, something like that, in that ballpark. Next up, we have the cold air intake. We're going to climb under the hood a little bit, and this was the look, of course, before the cold air intake was installed. You guys can see right there, I do have some vinyl overlays or decals on the V6 and the Tacoma insignia right there, or Tacoma logo. I thought that looked pretty cool, but it goes even better with the cold air intake, which you guys can see right there. I think that looks awesome. I mean, look how that shines in there with the decals, you know, up there. I think it looks awesome. For me, it wasn't a matter of functionality. I really don't notice anything added to the performance or the miles per gallon or even the sound. A lot of people will say they can hear a difference with that cold air intake on there. I really don't. For me, it was merely aesthetic. When I lift the hood, I wanted to see that. Pretty cool. Cost on that, and it's not cheap. Somewhere in the let's see, $450-ish range, something like that. You can get some of these parts, by the way, including this intake from Sparks Parts. I do have a 5% discount code if you're interested in something like that. Save you a little bit of money. Cut down on the price on that a little bit. 5% discount code. Just use RobMotive, the channel name. Next up, we're going to take a look at an interior mod. Now, this is something that I think is really cool. It dresses up the center console. And let me go ahead and show you. Right there, this is the customized center console cover. It is a permanent cover. It's actually fastened in, if you will. I think it's actually stapled somehow or permanently attached to the center console lid, I guess. So the original is actually removed, and then this is put on with some additional, I believe he uses gel padding. By the way, it's Kylan Brimhall that does this. I've mentioned it many times. You can find him on Facebook. Obviously, I went with the RobMotive channel logo up there. You don't have to do that. Kylan does excellent work, and he can do many other logos and things or whatever you might want to put on there. And that is it. Those are the minimal things that I think to end up with a modded Tacoma to come out looking like this. Obviously, you can go with different wheels and different tires, and you know, if you go with the center console thing, you can go with a different logo or maybe your favorite sports team or whatever inside there. There is one other mod that I didn't mention. We'll try to get you guys up there. Let's see if I can get you up there where I can actually point to it. Right up here. Right there. This truck does not have the mod on there yet. It's right there. You can see the chrome piece. It's actually the turn signal on the side of the mirror there. Meso Customs has a smoked turn signal that you can put in there, and it looks awesome. It really does change the look of the truck, in my opinion. Something I would highly recommend that I did not touch on in this video. It's a pretty cool addition to the truck, I think. This was actually taken before I had that mod on. So anyway, I just wanted to get on here, run through a few things, show you guys how to go basically from this. You can see right there, which isn't a bad looking truck. I think the Tacoma out of the box is a pretty darn good looking truck. But if you're looking to go from something like that more to something like this, which I think is just awesome, when we get the 2020, we're going to do some work on that. Obviously, it's going to be a different color. It's going to have some different things on it, so it's not going to be identical to this, but it will certainly be based on this. And I just thought this would be a good way to put everything in one place, because when I was looking to do mods to my truck, I couldn't find anybody that really went over anything. You know, people talked about one thing and that was it. And I wanted to see a whole picture. You know, what all do you have to do to end up with a truck that looks like this? Because obviously it takes more than just a lift or more than just tinting the windows. So there you have it. There are about 7 or 8 basic things to be able to get your truck into a position, I guess, where it looks pretty darn good. You haven't spent a fortune. Most expensive thing, I think, were the wheels and tires at $2,200. Anyway, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Did you guys find this helpful at all? I hope so. As usual, appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time on the web. Have a great day. Bye.